Hey, Slash I do Buckaroos. How the heck are you? I'd take a little breather after that Malort. Man, that stuff is disgusting. Anyways, I'm traumatized, man. That stuff is horrible. So took a little break, but I wanted to do a couple cocktails with you, more digestive or after dinner cocktails, if you will. And they're both similar. I use similar ingredients for both. Just one major change. I did use different whiskeys for both, but there's some similarities there. But we'll go over that later. All right, let me get this set up real quick. Bear with me. All right, here we go. Let me change the setting there. All right. All right, how the heck are you? I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer at this particular moment in time, anyway. And I had just a hair over 2 ounces of this Redwood Empire Emerald Giant Rye. A friend of mine gave me a partial bottle. It was about down here when he gave it to me. It's a 90 proof rye out of Sonoma County, California. Very interesting product. Emerald Giant is crafted from hand selected barrels aged at least 4 years. Aging our barrels in temperate climate of the Northern California coast allows for a slow and even extraction of flavor, producing a whiskey of exceptional balance and complexity. So there you go. Let me show that to you. So here's what I did with this one. I had 2 ounces of that to 1 ounce of the candied orange liqueur from Tiakida. This product is local to me. Let me show you that. Sweet Blondie's liqueur is inspired by our favorite candy shop confections and nostalgic sweet treats, carefully crafted with delightful and unique flavors. Sweet Blondies can liven up mixed drinks. It is nice. It is a tad on the sweet side, so I tend to add it. I use it in place of a simple or other things. Let me say that. So anyway, I've got 2 ounces of the whiskey, well, a little over 2 ounces, probably about two and a quarter. 1 ounce of the candied orange, and a couple dashes of orange bitters, as well as a candied orange as the garnish. And that is nice. That is a very nice digestive or after or dessert after dinner slash dessert cocktail. Somewhere between a Manhattan and an old fashioned, if you will. It's probably closer to an old fashioned. I just swapped out the simple syrup using the candied orange, but I wanted to serve it straight up and not on the rocks. So in that respect, it resembles a Manhattan. If you're trying to get my camera adjusted, it doesn't want to cooperate with me. There we go. Hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday. It's the first Saturday I've had off in a few weeks, so I'm kind of enjoying it. I finally have two off in a row. I'm off tomorrow, so I thought I really wanted to just relax today and do a whole lot of nothing. And that's pretty much what I did. I did manage to get up, take a shower, fix some breakfast. Package of Malort came from a friend, so I tried that and was thoroughly disgusted. Had to take a break, have some lunch, and now here we are. Oh man, That's nice. I will be honest though. If I make this in the future, I will probably cut down the amount of the candied orange. I don't need it quite this sweet for me. But having said that, it's not any sweeter per se than any than old fashions tend to be when you get them out. So I rarely order an old fashioned out because I tend to make them a lot sweeter than I like. Oh mercy! Let me show you that there. Oh, yeah, that ain't bad. That's very nice. I have, unfortunately, this is my last candied orange, so I'll either have to start making them myself or find some place to buy them. These I picked up at a Trader Joe's back in September of last year, so they had been around a minute. I think next time I buy some oranges, I'll just slice them thin, dehydrate them myself, add a little sugar. Uh, they do make a nice addition to cocktails. Certain ones, anyway. I do like them in an old fashioned style cocktail. The orange, especially. Oh, mercy. Using a classic coupe, as you can see. You may have guessed I'm not really in this nice little lounge, but I thought it'd set the mood, with the classic cocktails. Anyway, I digress. I usually think about getting out on my days off and doing something, but 90% of the time I end up opting for not getting out, staying home. Uh, I get so much stimuli at work that I just want to stay home and wind down on my days off anymore. Oh, mercy. Uh, I do like this cocktail though. A wife likes when I add that candied orange, so vanilla vodka gives you that creamsicle kind of vibe. Oh man. Almost all cocktails can be crafted using the Manhattan as a template. You go from the Manhattan, you take out the sweet vermouth, you add a simple or some sort of sweetener, and you have an old fashioned. Change up the bitters, you change the game completely as well. especially when I make a Manhattan. I really like to change up the bitters depending on the season. I do have Angostura, the classic Angostura. I don't use them a lot because I like to go different directions depending on the season. I've used cherry, black walnut, a root beer, even cranberry. Oh, and that, my friends, is a nice cocktail. So I'm going to finish this one up, and I'll got to jump off camera just for a second, and I'll grab cocktail number two. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that this one is similar with one major change, or addition might be a better word. I did say change earlier, I did believe, but really addition is the better word because everything else is almost the same. Let me show this to you. So what I've got in here, as I said, I used the last of that Redwood Empire, so I couldn't use the same whiskey, but I decided to go with the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel at 94 proof for the whiskey for this one. So again, about 2¼ ounces. I used about a half ounce of that candied orange, but the addition I'm talking about here is I added a half ounce of creme de cacao. Give it a little chocolate thing. So I used orange bitters and chocolate bitters for this one to kind of go with that, that orange chocolate motif to make it more of a dessert cocktail. And wow, that ain't bad. That ain't bad, man. That's all right. Got that chocolate orange going on. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Wow, I'm kind of surprised. Not usually a fan of the sweeter cocktails. My shirt's falling off me here. Yeah, usually a fan of the sweeter cocktails, but I really do like this one a lot. That's nice. Hmm, that's interesting. Yeah, that chocolate with the orange. Yeah, I had the orange bitters, but I added some chocolate bitter or cocoa bitters. I guess I should say they're cocoa bitters. At work, I use the Aztec chocolate for a few things, but here I have the cocoa bitters at home. Show you that using I call this one my stubby coupe. It's got that short stem. It's my stubby coupe. Pretty though. It's got the nice etching on it. My little stubby. Anyways, anyways, I digress. Uh, Mercy, yeah, that ain't bad at all. Uh, they get that little hint of orange mixed in there with that chocolate. Oh my goodness. I'd have to do a version of this for my wife, but take out the whiskey and use her vanilla vodka in place. She might like it with that extra chocolate note. Got the little jazz in the background, feeling the vibe. Anyway, I digress. Oh, mercy. As I inch ever closer to 60 here in a couple of weeks, starting to feel it. My beard's turning snow white on me. Guess at 60, my dad was completely white before he was 50. I think everybody in my family was gray by 40, except for myself, but I'm almost 60 and I still kept some color in there. I'm hanging in there. Ah. But I am starting to feel my age when I work the long days. I get tired, the bones hurt. Takes me a day to recover. So I really like having 2 days off. I like the 2 days off in a row. It really helps me relax, get everything back. The one day I have a hard time. Now I can relax, have a few cocktails today, but I'm off tomorrow, so I can relax and prepare to go to work the next day. Oh, mercy. Oh, man, that is nice. It was very nice. That's a nice dessert cocktail. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I used the Elijah Craig for cocktail number 2, the Tiyaki Dot Candied Orange, creme de cacao, some orange bitters, some cocoa bitters, and you got yourself a very nice, relaxing dessert cocktail. So, sláinte. I've tried the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Fangels, both for whiskey drinking, prayer wisdom, all around good guy. One more time, sláinte. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.